I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. We've got Hachimura, and it's Fernando in at the center position.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And it's Morant missing. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Hachimura. They double him with George. Here's Waters, and it's sent back by George.
And guys, I tell you what, they are getting after it on both ends here tonight. This game isn't all about offense this year.
Yeah, it's really been a competitive contest. It's not just a show. These teams are getting after it.
This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
And that one's good, Morant.
And there's no question he was going to be playing in this game because as far as a first or second year player goes, he's about as impactful as any in the league.
That's exactly right. I mean, he's quickly become one of his team's most important players. For most guys, that can take years, but it's happened really fast for him.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Now, here's Barrett after the miss from Axel Walden. Barrett, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's George finishing it off.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's Team World with the ball, following the bucket by USA. It's hauled in by George. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another. Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Team World will come the other way. Here's Waters, knocks down the 3-ball.
And for a guy who hasn't been able to get a ton of minutes this season, great that he's had a chance to show off his skill set here tonight.
And he does have some skills to show off. I mean, his opportunity for more playing time is going to come soon enough. He just has to stay patient.
Now, here's Barrett after the miss from George. Six to shoot. Guarded by Walden. Off target from three-point range. And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's Waters. Pass to Hachimura. Knocks it loose. Stolen by George. And now USA on the break. Misses in close.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
To the paint. Here's Hachimura. Misses the baby hook. And here's George. He'll bring it up for USA. George double teamed. There's the pass to Walden. Another shot. And it's denied. Here's Hachimura. They get a hand on it. Stolen by George. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Hachimura the pass to Barrett. Team World with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
George double teamed. That's tipped. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Fires the three. Rebound by Team World.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
So timeout called here, the first for USA.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spot.
7 points in the game.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
They've got Clark. Alden is out there with Williamson. Then it's Morant, and it's George in at the 2. And for Team World, they've got Barrett, and it's Delgado in at the 4. Alden comes with the double team. Hachimura the pass to Fernando. Here's Hachimura. Here's Delgado. From 11 feet away, yep, it goes, and the USA lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Hachimura.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Waters passes to Barrett. It's hauled in by George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Williamson, the pass to George. Barrett, no good.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Nailed from three-point land. George has got the lead up to 8 now for USA. And now the first timeout called here for Team World.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Team World trails by 8. Over to the wing. Here's Fernando. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's Williamson with the rebound. He kicks to George. From the arc. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
What passion this kid plays with. Zion, he really tries to grab every rebound that's available.
Down low. Can they get it? Yep, it goes, and the USA lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Barrett.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And out of bounds as Team World gains possession.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Team World trails by 8. Pass to Hachimura. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Walden.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Waters passes to Hachimura. In the corner, Barrett with it. A three-pointer is right on target. Barrett's got 9.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for USA.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Passes it to Waters. Here's Hachimura. Out of bounds, it'll be USA's ball. Here's Morant. Williamson with it. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
1:57 left here in the second. Here's Waters. Now the dish to Barrett. They double him with George, and George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Team World, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks. And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Pass to Waters. Team World needs to get off a shot.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
George double teamed. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got the lead up to 10 now for USA.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Hachimura, defended by George.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Yep, it goes, and the USA lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Waters.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Morant passes to George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. George has got 26.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And it's USA up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got... And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for USA. Alden is out there with Clark. Then it's Morant. Then there's Williamson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. Fernando can't get it to go. USA leading by 14. That's good for George on the assist by Williamson. And that's 31 points for George.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And here's George for three. Williamson kicks to George. The pass to Morant. Clark for three. Rebound by Team World. Hachimura's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Waters passes to Barrett. Guarded by Walden. Good D by Axel Walden.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And the shot is good.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And Team World calls time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Quarters checked in for USA. And Team World making a change here. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Delgado passes to Fernando. Here's Samanic. Morant comes with the double team. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
And 2 teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
And it's out of bounds. Team World will retain possession. Swap here for Team World. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for USA.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Team World trails by 20. Poked away, stolen by George. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
For USA, they've gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Morant, he's checked in for White. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Team World. Smailagic. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Passes it to De La Cruz. 58 seconds left to play in the third. Good ball movement here by Team World. Hachimura, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Dragic. 4 on the clock. Takes a 3. No good on that one. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. USA ahead, running away with this one. And welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
So Team World's 5 right now, and he converts the layup. Dragic has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Team World. Now USA with it. In the corner, George with it. And the layup's good off the glass.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Dragic the pass to Hachimura. Morant comes with the double team. Dragic gets the bucket.
And sort of a revelation this season. He's quickly established himself as one of the league's top young players.
And that's always impressive to see because there were a lot of people who had their doubts about it. But he seems to thrive on proving those people wrong, and he's off to a good start.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Hachimura, no good. So it's USA now, and here's George for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 48.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Mark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep 3 at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter 3 if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that 3 more in line or symmetrical with the deep 3 at the top. I kind of like having a short corner 3.
I agree with you. To the inside, and the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson, his lift into the air, it's so effortless.
Pass to De La Cruz. To the middle. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The shot by George, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Wasted no time on that one.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Hits it from 3-point range. George has got 51.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much... checked in for Morant. And a change for Team World. Delgado's checked in. And the pass to Samanic. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porter. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Inside, and Barrett slams it in.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
George against Dragic, and George, here we go, and George with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Hachimura, the pass to Dragic. Here's Delgado, defended by George. Good ball movement here by Team World. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, and it? Both teams trading punches.
And guys, I hope they keep it up just like this. Let's see some more end-to-end action.
And he gets it to go. George has got 57 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Barrett. Softly drops in the floater. Barrett's got 7 now in this quarter.
With defenses usually playing him to drive, Barrett's developed a nice little floater for when he can't get to the rim.
To the left side wing. Pick off in midair. And the fast break now for Team World. Barrett is running.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
Now, here is George. Defense is right there.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Here's Waters, defended by George. Puts it up from 12. Waters can't get it to go. And so George will bring it up for USA. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Morant, he's checked in for USA.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And it's Morant with the rebound. Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And Team World making a change here. Hachimura is checked in. Both good from the line that time. 54 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Waters, defended by George. To the wing right side, looking to end the run, and it's Delgado missing. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Passes it to Waters. And it's sent back by George. Delgado makes it off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Pass to Waters, and George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's Dragic with the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Got a piece of it. So USA wins it.
These young players are going to give us years of experience. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see